Hey, what's up? It's DJ. Here's your Farm Sim news for Friday, September the 5th. Happy DLC Embargo Day. Today, previews of the Mercedes-Benz Trucks Pack are out. Unless you've been living under a rock, your YouTube notifications probably blew up this morning around 8 a.m. Eastern Time with all kinds of stuff showing off the pack. Now, of course, I would love if you guys watched my videos on the Mercedes-Benz pack. I've got one today, should have another one this weekend, and I'll have a release video on Tuesday going over the most important information that you guys need to know about at the time. However, there are plenty of other content creators that have been putting out videos as well, and I highly recommend to watch as many as you possibly can, especially if you're on the fence about the pack. If you're not digging the pack, hey, that's cool too. And if you're super excited, well, you're probably watching them all anyway. The more you see, the more information you'll get, and the more informed you will be about buying the pack. Of course, if you want to do that, I do have a link down below for you guys to check out. Otherwise, you can check out the video that I've posted up earlier today and the videos this weekend. Well, it's Friday, and it is our last Friday before the release of the Mercedes-Benz Trucks Pack, which means we've got a couple more fact sheets to take a look at today, but I thought it would be fun, instead of looking at the picture of the fact sheet, to actually show them to you in the game. So here's the MB Track 1300-1800 Turbo. Can be found in medium tractors. Base price is going to start at $70,000. Power between 125 and 180 horsepower. Manual transmission, 240 liters of fuel, and it goes 24 miles per hour. And it is a very, very fun tractor. It's also got that backloader attacher on the rear. A lot of fun. Secondly, we have the Erix and Tektrum RS26, as well as the Search Agrobox. The fact sheet says that it is in hook lift trucks. However, that is incorrect. It is just in the trucks category. Hook lift trucks is unfortunately not a real category in Farming Simulator. This has got between 325 and 625 horsepower, a power shift transmission, 320 liters of fuel, goes 55 miles an hour, and it is a monster. All four axles pulling at once. It is quite a fun truck to drive, and if you watch my video coming out tomorrow, you will see exactly why it's fun. Now, as for the Search Agrobox, this one's a little bit confusing because on our fact sheet, it says that it is a container. However, it is not. It is found in tippers in the game, where it would actually need to be in changing systems, because that's where all the other IT runner stuff is. And if we go down to here, this is actually the containers category, and it ain't in there. So just wanted to let you know. I know I'm being a little bit of a stickler for specifics, but hey, if we're going to put the information on the fact sheet, at least let's take the time to put it in the right spot. Lastly, I'm not sure if I'm going to make you guys any happier with this one, unfortunately. This is the Heisebat Truck V2. Now, it is a very cool truck. $275,000, 530 horsepower, power shift transmission, 90 kilometers per hour, 55 miles per hour, and we've got quite a few different customization options, which is great. However, there is something that I think you guys have been misled about a little bit. If we pop out, we could see this heavy-duty version of the truck is prepared for agricultural usage. It is only compatible with selected semi-trailer, which have off-road chassis. And unfortunately, it is only one. This is the only semi-trailer in the game that this truck will work with, which is kind of unfortunate. I guess it is what it is at the end of the day. I've tried it with a few different things, so if you guys get it, now this is not something you're going to see in my videos because I tried it with the Krone. I thought it would be perfect, and with a baler. But if we pull up to any random semi-trailer, tool is not compatible. So just be aware. Just wanted to let you guys know. Still works with all the hitches and everything. They got PTO. We're good to go. And it does work with this Krone trailer. As a matter of fact, I think this trailer and truck are perfect for each other. Although it does take a second. Yeah, I don't know what all that is about. Some of the new trucks, they connect in a weird way and then sit there for a minute. Nonetheless, I think we're reinventing the wheel a little bit with this pack, but it is what it is. And the last bit, we're going to talk about the DLC today, I promise. Giants went live yesterday showing off the pack and a few different things, and they answered some questions and left a lot of other questions unanswered. Now, unfortunately, I was unable to watch the video, but a good friend and modder, BB Mods, was able to take a few notes, and I wanted to pass those along to you. These are a little bit modder focused, if I'm honest, but they are super helpful for the players, and, well, we do a lot of mod stuff here. so you're probably interested too. So the backup camera and virtual mirrors are part of the game engine, although they did not specify if modders can use them in the future or not. Mercedes-Benz and Unimog, or the MB and Unimog, have attacher points on the back ready for modders. So if you're a modder, you can make different platforms or attachments, tools, things like that, which will connect to those 4 points on the back. Although they didn't say what the attacher's called, and I have no idea how to check that out. I don't think BB does either. Also, the hook lift works like all hook lift systems do. So there you go. Modders can also take advantage of the new animations. As far as I've seen, none of the existing stuff has the animations, except for the stuff in the DLC. It looks pretty cool, and I showed that off in my video this weekend. Lastly, the license is just for the Mercedes-Benz stuff in the pack, so no general license for Mercedes-Benz or anything like that. None of the consumer vehicles is purely just the stuff in the pack. Kind of, unfortunately, like the last DLC we got. So there you go. That's all your notes for the pack. Again, big shouty outy to BB Mods for all of that. You rock, bro. Real quick before we get into modder news, I want to let you guys know that mods are already out, and they've actually been out since I started recording this video. Today we got 24 mods released on the Mod Hub. It does look like we've got 17 new ones and then maybe 7 updates, I believe. I need to take a closer look at everything, but we did get some pretty cool stuff. The John Deere S7 and S5 from Agritono is out, so that is great news. DB Modding's Deutz Agristar 671 is out. We got a couple other goodies as well, including an update to the Liebherr crane, which we'll talk about that one soon because it was removed. All right. Let's jump over. Now let's make our way over to modern news. We're going to start with Casearias Modding, who has an update on their Casearias STX and Steiger series. Last time we talked about this and even saw it was back in May. It's currently September for anyone watching in the future, and we have good news. They say the project is not only underway, but they're actually nearing the completion stage of it, which is fantastic. And just like they announced in previous posts, if you've forgotten, because I know I did, it is not only the STX, but also the mod will have both the early and late models in the series. So that's fantastic. A couple of the models we'll find include the STX 375, 385, 425, 500, and the 535. They say these are some of the models that we will find. Ooh, what else could we see? Next up, let's talk about the ARM team. First time we've talked about them in a little while, since April, as a matter of fact. Now, they've been releasing stuff on the Mod Hub since then, but we have the announcement of a new mod, the new Holland TS series. This is actually a returning mod from previous farming simulator games, specifically FS22 as the most recent one. Now, with the screenshot that we've got here, they do say that they've added 3 new features to it when compared to the FS22 version, but I don't know what they've done. If you think you know what they've added or changed, hey, let them know in their fan page. They say that the person who finds all 3 wins a like. So good luck. We've also got a couple quick notes as well. RossN Mods says that their Liebherr LTM 1450 crane was removed from the mod hub yesterday, but as you may have seen, the mod is back. So it is on the mod hub. We've got the update if you guys want to check that out. If you're curious, the update was version 1002. They fixed the front wipers, improved the weight distribution, adjusted folding animations, added steering modes, and minor bug fixes, but we'll talk about that in the mod video coming up a little bit later. Forst say that after version 1.11 of the game was released earlier in the week, their trailers and structures that use automatic stopping systems do not allow vehicles and things like that. So they do say to please use the buckle for now, aka the straps. They say the Giants probably messed up more than expected, or changed rather more than was expected. Their words on that post. Nonetheless, if you guys are using any of the trailers and wondering why your vehicles are not sticking to the trailers like they normally would, just strap them down for now. Looks like Forst are on it, trying to find a way to fix it. We've also got a note from Ikas who says that their lift is not fully working with the game. This is, I believe, was also after patch 1.11, as they submitted it with patch 1.10, and it did pass testing. They do say when wheels are on the lift, vehicles levitate. However, when you use it as the car is on the pick on the left-hand side, there's no problem. Ikas is currently working on it, but they say it's probably the game physics. Central lift works because it is not lifted by the wheels. So you may see that the truck on the left-hand side is being lifted from underneath because it drove straight across rather than under or over. However, the tractor's up in the air. Now, I have not used this, so most of the time you should just be able to hit the gas and this would come forward. A lot of lift systems in the past would have like an invisible thing at the top that would boop, 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 kind of pop the vehicle down and push it down. So this may just be up there. I'm not quite sure what's up. Hey, maybe we'll check it out this weekend. And lastly today, Celobuki has some updates for us on Iowa Plains View. They say after the latest patch, version 1.11, and the addition of the AGI silos to the base game, they have repacked the AGI textures that they used and swapped them out with now the base game textures to save on memory on the map itself. All this came during testing phase, and of course, the mod description number had to be updated as well. So there you go. They say just a little bit more patience, and they'll be finished up soon. If you guys can't get enough of Iowa Plains, you go check out my map preview of it right now. That was about a month ago, maybe? It feels like it's been a little while, but nonetheless, I'm as pumped for that map as you guys are. And if you'd like to see anything more about this mod or anything else we talked about today, links to everything can be found in the description. Remember, there are no release dates for mods, so no one knows when anything's going to be released. If you like this video, you can check out the Farm Sim News playlist for all the latest news and top stories going on in the world of Farming Simulator. And that's it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, drop a like on it, get subscribed if you're new. Enjoy the DjGoHam fam. Double check your notifications. That way you never miss videos like this one. Hope you have a great day. Have a great weekend. And we will see you later. Peace. Alright, real talk. Am I being too petty about the stuff of the fact sheets not being in the correct place, or the thing that it says it's in, it just doesn't exist? Is that on me? I feel like that's on me.